people. So I have my two guests. Mrs. Comfort Timothy is my first guest. Mrs. Comfort Timothy, are you going to be able to share your video?
Yes, I will be able to share.
Please share your video. Let me add you to the spotlight. Thank you, ma'am. Engineer Lani, would you be able to share your video? Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Love.
So please do, so I can add you to the spotlight as well. I love the way you're just showing that tradition, showing us as real, is it Lori or Ibadan? I know you're from Ibadan, Zara. Where are you from, sir?
I'm in Ibadan now. I'm from Osun State, actually.
Okay, well, you're based in Ibadan.
I'm based in Ibadan. Yep.
So that's why you're giving us that Ibadan outfit every time.
I love tradition.
I love that. That's a good one.
Thank you.
So both of you are welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Comfort actually retired from, I want to give you that that sweet. I love what I was seeing. I said, wow. But I want to quickly tell us that before I even introduce my guests, I want to quickly tell us that none of my guests are less than 60. So if someone has actually retired at, you know that none of them is less than 60. So Madam Comfort actually retired from the United Nations Fund, right? United Nations Fund. And he has experience in procurement for over 40 years. She's a digital finance education expert, an investment provider, and she's swift with business processes. She's swift with business processes. She retired from, I want to really call that that organization name, United Nations Population Fund. I got to know her in Akashx. We are both members of Akashx. But Engineer Lani, Engineer Lani happens to be someone I have known for years. We have done all sorts of businesses together. And he retired from FEMA, one of the directors from FEMA, an engineer. And today, both of them are trading forest traders. I love that. So I'm going to go to my guest, Madam Comfort first. Would you share with us your retirement journey? Now, I want to quickly give a brief. When I was working as a civil servant, sorry.
Good day, everyone. And
okay,
thank you, Dr. Love, for having me as a guest on this program. Well, my name is Comfort Timothy. I'm a procurement and supply chain specialist by profession, a profession that I practiced for nearly 4 decades before retirement. Though at the early part of my career, I was in the field of education. In fact, I even have a master's degree in adult education. And so that's just a brief on my career before retirement. And just before I retired, I decided before my retirement that I would probably go into consulting. And that was my plan. Actually, as at the point of retirement, I did that for a short while before I came across this opportunity of trading in Forex. So that's just how I started my journey in Forex. And later on, I had the opportunity of being a part of Akashx some months ago.
Okay, thank you. And share your journey with us. your journey from retirement and the relationship between your journey, your retirement and forest trading.
Thank you very much, Dr. Love. Good morning. Oh, we are in the afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone in the house. And thank you so much, Dr. Love, for this opportunity. Like you mentioned in the introduction, we have been together for years, actually. We've done a lot of businesses together. We have traveled for businesses together and so on. So we are no strangers to ourselves. I am a civil engineer, a current registered civil engineer. I have been an highway engineer with Federal Ministry of Works, transferred my service to FEMA, and I've worked everywhere in Nigeria before I came back to headquarters in Abuja and retired as a director in one of the operations of FEMA. I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I'm a fellow of the Nigeria Institution of Civil Engineers. Equally a fellow of the Nigeria Institution of Highway and Transportation Engineers. But with all these degrees and fellows, you have to retire and do something for yourself after serving government. So, excuse me, I served government for 34 years and retired just last year, October. So after retirement, I needed to cool down my head, slow down, watch the tide, what next, even though I have been doing businesses before retirement. Precisely in January this year, I decided I want to go into forex trading, and I joined an academy physically in Ibadan. So may God bless the soul of Dr. Love's husband. When the sad event occurred, I needed to come and pay her a condolence visit. So that was in February. It was the condolence visit after we know there is no way we will not discuss business. She was now asking me, engineer, after this retirement, what are you now doing? I now told her, see, I'm learning forex trading. You know. She took it from me and said, hey, that's what she's also doing now. And she now told me about Akashx. I picked interest immediately because we are no strangers to ourselves. And I told her, okay, while you are still, because they have not done the burial then, I said, while you are preparing for the burial, send me some material so I can keep on studying. By the time you are through, you are free, we can discuss further. She did. Lo and behold, I could not wait for her to come back from Akure before I started disturbing her. Say, Madam Love, that's what we used to call her. Now she's Dr. Love. I said, Dr. Love, this is your Akashx. You need to just send me the link so I can register, so that I'll begin to match what I've been able to pick traditionally in Ibadan and leverage on the tools and the academy available in Akashx. Lo and behold, I joined Akashx precisely 25th of February, 2 months ago. And since then, it has been awesome. That's my journey so far.
Okay, so while I was a civil servant, I worked for 4 years. I only worked for 4 years as a civil servant.
Okay.
I have two bosses. One calls me looking good. Because he said he will always tell me looking good is good business. Because for me, I love to look good. Why the other one told me was that Love. Okay, yes, the other one looking at me, seeing that people call me looking good, call me and say, Love, the day you start working is the day you should start planning for your retirement. So he probably was looking at me that this girl is always dressing so well. I hope she's planning for the future. So that's talk anyway. That the day you start working is the day you start planning for your retirement. So I would start with Madam Comfort first. Why you were thinking of your retirement? I knew you said consulting. Was forex trading part of your plan?
Well, when I was planning for myself, forex trading was not part of my plan. Though I knew about forex trading that, but I just didn't think of it that I would be able to. I never thought of it. So even though I knew about it. So I just decided just to continue my journey as going into consulting. But just as I retired, I had the opportunity of being introduced to Forex trading. And for someone like me, I'm someone that is always adventurous, curious, because the international organization where I worked before I retired, you just have to keep learning to be, because it's a specialized agency. So we are all seen as specialists. So irrespective of whatever academic qualifications we have, you just have to keep learning, keep improving. So that had been a culture I've imbibed over the years to ever continue learning. And even being someone with an adult education background, well, I know that learning is a lifelong thing. You just have to keep learning, keeping abreast of new developments. So it is that drive that made me to now say, okay, let me show some interest. At least I'm free from the hustle of routine office work, and I'm now retired. Okay, this is an opportunity. And what even enticed me is that there's now an improvement in how one can learn Forex. So that is what gave me the drive to now also delve into Forex trading, seizing the opportunity of the moment then that this is a new opportunity. On a daily basis, technology is improving. One should leverage all these opportunities that are coming up in the technological space. We even have AI, everything. So with that awareness of always scanning the environment, knowing the importance, when this opportunity was introduced to me, I grabbed it, and that's how I started my journey in Forex trading in my retirement phase of life.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. And Lani, was Forex
I
trading
didn't plan for it earlier, but at least as the opportunity now showed up, because I believe that opportunities will always keep showing up while one is alive. So any good opportunity, it's better to seize the opportunity and take advantage of it. And that's how I started Forex trading.
Okay, thank you. And Lani, was Forex trading your plan when you were working?
Honestly, it was not. But I have heard about Forex trading. Some of my children have tried it in the past. You know Idris very well. He did it. One of my children also, Mohammed, also did it. But they have always told me it's not, even when I started, they were telling me, Daddy, this thing is not easy. So it wasn't part of my plan. But I'm somebody that, like Madam Comfort always said, I'm an engineer. I always want to learn new things. And I looked at it as a thing of mental alertness. When you are retired, if you don't challenge your brain, you'll be getting rotten, sort of. So I now say, yes, let me go into Forex trading. My mental ability will improve. It does not require physical exertion. And if I learn it and I'm able to get it, I'll be making extra income. I'm an incurable wealth creation evangelist, sort of. So that's how I went to it. That's how I went to.
Okay, thank you. So I will now come to I'll continue with engineer learning. You
Okay,
were learning Forex trading somewhere traditionally. So what made Akashx stand up compared to other platforms? What made Akashx stand up?
Thank you very much. You see, there are two types of vehicles, the manual and the automatic. They are both vehicles. You must learn how to drive before you can drive either of them. But one is more comfortable than the other. We all know. So I was learning, like I said, traditionally. That's why I even picked some of the terms we use in the Forex trading balance. But by the time I went through what Akashx has gotten to offer as an academy, giving you a number of educators, apart from the physical mentors in the country with us. Then with these, there are tools, start to trade, trade alerts. No, And even the scanners, that one I'm about to learn, I've not learned that one. So I look at it as, yes, you will be learning and you will be earning. So this stands out Akashx. And that's why I say, okay, madam, even while I will not drop the other one, but this will now be my major focus. And since then it has been.
Okay. Okay. I love the way you compared when you are driving a manual car. I love the way you compare both. Okay, so Madam Comfort, did you face any fear, any challenge when you were starting? Was there any? Were you scared?
Well, no, I wasn't, because as I mentioned earlier, I'm always someone from the background I've been coming from over the years. There's always that quest to learn new things. Just as engineer Olani, you told us now that the more you keep learning, you keep sharpening your brain. So when opportunities come, they are there to sharpen your brain so that you continue to be alert, even as one is aging, because that's what the brain wants. The brain doesn't want to be docile, so to say. So from my exposure all along, learning, always getting to know new things, being abreast of new developments has always been there. So I just saw it as an opportunity, like an adventure, another opportunity to venture into new things and see how it will be. So that background that I have made it not to be a fearful thing for me to learn something new, but rather to try and even take it as an adventure to learn something new.
Okay,
so I think my exposure, my background helped me not to be fearful about going into something new.
So before we go ahead,
okay, thank you, adventure to venture into.
Before we go ahead with some of the questions I also want to ask, I know that both of you are retired, and last week we did over 50. We did an event for 50 and above. I want you both, we're talking about those who are retired, but I would like both of you to tell me your age. Why? I want those who are still young here to be encouraged. The forest is not only for, is whether you are young, old, you can key in. Madam Comfort, can you give, what's your age what's your age? Can you give us your age?
Pardon, it's like the internet was breaking. Can you repeat your question,
Okay,
please?
so I was asking that I want both of you to tell us your age so that we can encourage the younger ones that are here.
Well, I'm going to be 70 in this year.
So, Madam Comfort,
at least November
70,
precise. So
November. So I need to know the date. So maybe
I think that would encourage the younger generation.
Madam Comfort, what date is that? I'm also a November girl. What date is
that?
that?
Yeah, a November person. Wow.
Yes. What date is that?
I'm a November girl too then.
What date are you, ma'am?
6.
Wow, I'm November 12th. So I'm going to put that date. I'm
6 days difference. That's interesting.
Engineer, are you also a November man?
Yes. So I'll be 70.
Unfortunately,
joining the group of the septuagenarians.
Remember, I'm an October person.
Oh God, a month before us. Okay.
Just before you.
So this October this year, how old would you be?
I'll be 61. I retired just last year, so I'm still very young, very, very young.
Okay, so this is just to encourage those.
So I'm your senior, sir. Yeah, big senior in this retirement thing.
By God's grace.
Just to encourage those that are still with us, that age does not stop you from trading forex. Madam Comfort will be 70, Engineer Olani is 61 this year, and they are still trading forex. So if you are young, yeah, what will be your excuse? What will be your excuse if you are young here? Okay, so let me quickly go to my next question. Engineer Olani, I know that the other day you showed me your $200,000 account. So for those of us who would hear me talking about $200,000 account, if you join Akashx and you pay annual fees as a student, you will be given $200,000. Engineer Olani was showing me how much he has earned. For his first phase, as he's approaching his first phase, how much have you earned, sir? Again, how much have you added since then?
You know, I stayed off during fasting.
Okay, yeah.
So I've not been seriously trading since we finished Ramadan. So as per now, I have made well over $7,000.
Wow. So you're approaching this phase one gradually.
Phase one.
Um, gradually. So, Madam Comfort, is there any particular tool you have started using in your Akashx? Any Akashx tools
Yes,
that you have started using?
yes, there are. Yes, actually, I'm leveraging on 3 tools, at least tap to trade and copy and paste and the scanner. Actually, I use more of the last 2 I mentioned, in trading, because
Okay.
tap to trade, I'll just put the parameters in my trading account and I trade, and I also leverage the scanner because that gives me the opportunity to take trades at my own convenience.
Okay, so
Yes.
for those listening to us, tap to trade means that when you join Akashx, the first thing you are introduced to, even if you don't know how to trade, is our tap to trade. That's where you model our educators. So we have educators, and they just work on this tap to trade. You see the alert on your phone. All you need to do is to click on it and trade. So we also teach you how to eventually use the trade locker so that you can also monitor your trade. So there's a lot to learn here, but you learn with fun. Just like Angela Lai finished it by saying there's a difference between manual driving and when you are driving automatic. So here in Akashx, we are driving automatic, right? So we are enjoying the ride. It's actually, we are learning with fun. We are learning with fun. So don't think that we are just coming to tell you that we make profit and profit. No, sometimes we make losses as well. But our profits are more than our losses. That is just what we can tell you. So um, so Madam Comfort has just told us that tap to trade and the copy trading has been helpful for her, where you get the alert and you can put the alert yourself. Engineer Lani, have there been times where Akashx copy trading being useful to you as well?
Very well, yes. That's what I am leveraging on majorly. What I do, when there is a tap to trade, before I confirm the trading or approve the trade, yes, I always check the lot, reduce it to be safer. Then I also open that chart on another device to look at the trend and agree on what has been called within these 2 minutes, because it's a 2 minutes thing. So that's what I always do, and we now approve. So I've been leveraging on that very well. Then the Forex alerts too. Like Madam said, I use those ones at my own time, sometimes in the night. So these are the 2. The scanner, I've not learnt it. So these are the 2.
Okay. So Akashx is actually huge. It's a school known all over the world, but we have a community here, and our own community is called the Wealth Hub. And in our community, we have our chief priest. I call him the Ogbuefi, our head of our community, but known as Chairman Uriel. Madam Comfort, have you really benefited as being part of this community called the Wealth Hub? Did you get that, Madam Comfort?
No, yes, I know. I didn't hear you well.
I said, have you really gotten benefit by being part of our community called Wealth Hub?
Oh, yes, a lot of benefits, because this our Wealth Help community, thanks to the leadership of the community, because the way the leadership style also influences how the community will be an interesting one or not, or a profitable one or not. From the leadership down to every person in the community has really been of immense help to me, in that being handheld in everything we are doing to ensure that we prosper very well. There is that warmth, there is that commitment. The only thing is that the community doesn't condone violence. We just have to be disciplined, because our leadership, everyone is disciplined. Because for anyone to trade forex, one should be ready to listen to instructions, be disciplined, and be ready to do what is right all the time. But the community has been very helpful. In fact, I don't even know how I can thank all the leaders, starting from Chairman Uriel, who is our overall leader.
Network.
Thank you. We have an amazing community indeed, an amazing. So we want to go to wisdom for other retirees.
Name of affairs. Pardon me if I didn't mention some names. I mentioned a few now, but all of you have been awesome, and it has made us to be carried along easily, and it has made, at least personally for me, to advance in learning more every day. So the community is really worth it, that anyone that joins this community will never be left behind. So I think
thank you, ma'am.
It's really worth it.
Thank you, ma'am. So we're going to wisdom for other retirees now. Some retirees would be looking at forex trading as being too technical. So somebody who is about to retire, or those who are retired, Engineer Lani, how do you think they can overcome this feeling?
Like me now, I would say how I wish I started before I actually retired. So for those of us who are still in service, the best is to get started now. And let me also let you know, one of our colleagues who is still in service is in Akashx. Maybe he's on this call now. You will know him. He's an engineer, he's a director too. We meet regularly, and he's greatly inspired. He has started this Akashx. He is also close to retirement. So those of us who are still in service, no matter how busy you are, when you retire, you are on your own. Retirement benefit, one, does not come on time. And when it comes, man, it does not pay for the years you have put in. So you have to really plan how you will be on your own positively after retirement. And this is one of the great ways. And let me quickly speak on the community, because I have benefited immensely and I've continued to benefit. Kudos to Chairman Uriel. The last time he was traveling from Asaba to Port Harcourt, and he needed to park somewhere despite fluctuating network to call trade for us. Honestly, I placed 4 trades that day, and all the 4 made profit. I was excited.
Oh, green.
So this is the kind of community. So if you are still in service and you have you serve a God that has answered your prayer to be told about Akashx, the best thing is to join now and create time to be learning gradually and be earning as you learn along. That is my candid advice to those of us who are still in service.
Madam Comfort, word of wisdom from you for those who are about to retire and those who have retired. What would be your advice for them if they are scared of forex?
Well, what I would say is that they don't need to be scared, because we have an ecosystem in Akashx that covers everyone. In fact, apart from being a procurement specialist, as I said I'm also an educationist, and I have a master's in adult education. And adult education is, the core of it is that is for adults to keep improving their competencies in whatever field they are in. And such education is for immediate use in order to improve their quality of life. So anything any adult wants is whatever they are learning new now is to quickly give them money, because they have responsibilities. Our education is not like that of children that is for future use. But what I will tell them, therefore, is that Akashx has really taken care of this need for us as adults, that the ecosystem has been structured in such a easy way that you come on board with zero knowledge. There's what can even be giving you money first and foremost day one before you even start learning. And that is our famous tap to trade, whereby you just click, the button out. Because since most of them will be fearful that, because they are coming with that traditional mentality that, oh, at this age, am I going to be struggling academically again at this age? That's what I will tell them to allay their fears. Because we are talking about fearfulness now for a retiree. I'll just tell them that Akashx will keep them covered. This first tool in the ecosystem is even more simple than even dialing your phone. Because once you know how to dial a phone, then you can do tap to trade. I will explain to them that for you to even dial a number, you have to go inside, go through the contacts, look for the name, do all that. I will tell them tap to trade is even simpler than that, because it's just to click a button and say, honorable experts of this trade idea, I don't know anything. I leverage on you, trade it for me. And you start seeing profits. So with that now, if you now decide to keep learning, then you can keep learning while you are just taking advantage of tap to trade. So that's what I will first of all tell them, that everyone is covered. So there's no need for fear. And you can learn at your own pace. So that's what I will tell them. And then they can be graduating to other types of tools that we have, like the tap to trade scanner as they go along. But they are even covered with that first one I mentioned. Even if the person is so fearful to the point that I doubt if that would be the case, but let's even talk of a worst case scenario person. I will say, okay, just continue on your clicking of tap to trade. You make it.
So there's always somebody will join us that will not have confidence, and which is what the question I'm coming to, your confidence level. So how has Akashx upped your confidence in even managing and multiplying your money? How has Akashx learning and our platform, our community, how has that helped you to actually that have built your confidence on managing money?
Well, it has built my confidence a lot, because I'm able to manage my money in such a way that I can live my life on my own terms. I can determine my lifestyle. I have a lot of choices that would have been taken away, just as Elani mentioned the other time, that retirees should start thinking of what they will do after retirement, because the income is not like as when one is in active service. But with this opportunity, I have the confidence to manage money the way I want, the lifestyle I want. I can manage my time. I can determine what I want to do with my time, because money gives you financial freedom in different ways. I can live my life on my own terms, and I have many choices at my disposal that probably they might have been not there or reduced, but I have more choices. So it gives financial freedom, more choices in your retirement age. And eventually, it gives me the confidence that I'll be able to leave a legacy behind.
And Oladele, how has this knowledge improved your confidence?
Yes, it has. It has in so many ways. Like one, all these tools that are made available build your confidence in trading, because when you mimic it, when you act it, you become it. Then two, you have a lot of educators who will be training you from all the videos in the academy, who will be training you not only in trading per se, but maybe in risk management, in how you take decisions about some things, and so on. Then minus that, the act of what we call OPM in investment, other people's money, comes into greater play in Akashx. The moment you are able to pass your challenge phases 1 and 2, you'll be given either 100, 200, or 50, or even $10,000 to trade with. If you are to go and raise that, Dr. Love, I hope you are still hearing me.
Yes, I can.
So I was talking about OPM, other people's money, the academy, Akashx, will, at the point of passing your two phases, give you an amount that is not easy to gather on your own, to trade with. And by the time you make profit from the knowledge, from the training you've been having, no matter what, worst case scenario, you make 1% profit on $200,000 account. 1% is 2,000.
Wow.
1% is 2,000.
I didn't even think of
If
1%.
you say 20%, 10% of that one goes to Akashx, 90% of that is $1,800. It's more than anybody's whatever at retirement.
Yeah,
So, and
pension.
with training, you are not making, my Dr. Love said our target is $18,000 every month. And we hit it, certainly. So honestly, it builds confidence. It builds confidence. And I'm enjoying it. It's a roller coaster.
You know what I say to people? I'm already spending my $18,000 every
Yes,
month. So
my head.
I can't. The $18,000 does not have a choice than to come to me.
It's like
So if you are new,
Enjoy it well.
if you are new, yeah, and you're listening to us talking about $18,000, Akashx give us grants if as a student. So if you're an annual student, you pay annual fee of $1,000. They will give you $200,000 to trade. And an average, I didn't even think of an average, like I've not even thought of 1%. Even 1% is good. It's
1%.
good. Absolutely good, sir. I've not even thought of 1%. It has never crossed my mind, you know. So
You know,
1%
engineers analyze a lot. No, that's why it took it from that angle.
1%.
Worst case scenario.
1% is $2,000. And if you give 10%, because you're on 200,000, you'll be giving 10% to them back. That means you have $1,800. I've never even thought of that. That's huge. It's even
And
more than some
no way
people's pension.
you make more than $2,000.
There's no way. And even the company says the least is 10%, sir. What you should make is 10%. So you have a whole month to make your 10%, a good 1 month. And
Yes.
10% is $18,000. That is $20,000. And when you give them their 10%, you still have $18,000. Well, $18,000 doesn't have a choice than to come to me.
It has no choice.
Because like I said to people, as I said to all of you, if you morning when I wake up now, candlesticks are my friend. Candlestick, good morning, you're my friend, my newfound friend. Support and resistance.
Yes.
My newfound friends. Support and resistance. Tread line. You are not my friends, all of you. All of you are not my family because I must master you so that I can go get my $18,000. So scanners, all the scanners. So we actually have the tools. We have like 8 scanners that each one of us will just master. And the truth is that we don't trade alike. We don't trade alike. Now, before we go, I want you to give your final words now to the younger generation. So we have a lot of younger generation. A lot of them, some are just wasting their lives. Some may be on this call and they don't even believe in what we are saying. They don't understand. So you are not going to be addressing your children. So I want you to talk to the younger ones or your sisters and your brothers. Madam Comfort, what advice would you have for those who are the younger generations are still looking at us from what are these people saying?
Well, the advice I will give to them is that they are living in a dispensation that in terms of technology at a level that opportunity is there for everyone. We are no longer in that traditional world whereby as you age, you can't do certain things because of aging and physical exhaustion. Every opportunities have been thrown open to everyone, and they should see that even we that are in retirement, we are not leaving any stone unturned to be in the move that is going on. So they should see us as a role model. They should better join. They even have opportunities to have known about this earlier. We didn't, in one way or the other. Even when I knew about it, I was saying there was no easy way of having an ecosystem to learn it anyway. But if we can grab this at this stage in our life and we are taking the best of it, then they have no reason. They better come on board now and take advantage. They are much younger, so they are even coming into an opportunity that will will favor them the more. So if we are there, so that we, the other ones, will not be making fun of them. Because the opportunity is for everybody to enjoy in this space. Age is not a barrier. It's not a barrier for us as old as we are.
Hey, network.
Yes, network.
Network.
So, Engineer Lani, so what advice do you have for the younger ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay, Madam Comfort is back.
Okay, okay, thank you, ma'am. So, Engineer Lani.
Yes, to the younger ones, you have the whole world in front of you. It's like a virgin land. If you cultivate it, you will certainly reap. Part of the cultivation is to make good use of your time.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the young ones, you have done 2, 3 different master's degree. Try to do a degree in wealth creation in financial management. And Akashx as an academy will give you a lot of this. So take it serious. Whatever you put in, the system is balanced. Whatever you put in will come back to you as an output. So put in positively, you reap positively. Ponzi scheme is actually for the lazy and the covetous. Most of our youths, you are not lazy. It's just for you to redirect your energy into where you will get positive results. So I want to advise this kind of academy is what you can take as another master's degree you want to do. And this master's degree is a master's degree that can give you $18,000, not Naira, in a month within 1 year. For instance, you enroll for a 1-year master's degree, you pay $1,000 and you learn for 6 months. The first 6 months, you don't make even 1 Naira. If you actually study well and you master this thing within 6 months, the remaining 6 months, 18,000 Naira times 6, man, you won't leave Akashx for anything. So this is my candid advice to the young ones in our midst. And if the older one, if Madam Comfort, a septuagenarian, 70-year-old mother, is doing this and doing it passionately, honestly, I'm encouraged. The younger ones,
younger ones don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice.
Lucas, I'm going to take 5 questions. You can leave your questions in the chat box if you have questions for them. Lucas said 80-20 is not 18,000. So Lucas, if you have 200,000 account, is 10 and 90, 10, 90, 10. It's only less than 200. That is 20-80. Okay, so it's 19-10 ratio if you have 200,000. Miriam Adenike said, how do we enroll? So Miriam, you want to go back to the person that invited you to this meeting and tell the person that you would like to be a member of Akashx. So the person will put you through, okay? The person will send you a link. If you have our 2 retirees are here. If you have a question for them before we say bye-bye to this to everyone, I would like you, we can entertain 5 questions. You may want to raise your hand or you want to drop your message in the chat box. If you have questions for them, if you want any advice or you have questions, or you have a little praise, a little praise. And the fact that our 90 years, our 70 years and 60 years can do this. So I would take questions or comments from 5 persons. Okay, Alice say, how much do we enroll? So our membership fee for monthly is $149. If you're a monthly student, you pay $149. Annual student, you pay $999. That's $1,000. $999, okay? So I want to listen to, okay, I can see another Olani. So I think another Olani wants to praise a fellow Olani. Olani, so let's hear you. Olani, oh yeah.
Thanks, Dr. Once again, my name is Alaji. Since I've been attending
Freezing.
Olani, your network is very bad.
Network is bad.
We can't hear you. You may want to drop it in the. You may want to drop your comment in the chat box. Your network is bad, Olani. Sorry. You may want to drop it in the chat box. We can't hear you. We couldn't hear you. Okay? Can drop your comment in the chat box. We can't hear you at all. Your network is bad. Okay, so Ukazi is saying that in your personal account, do you have personal account? Do you want to share what you have made in your personal account? Madam Papa, do you have a personal account? You know, in our team, we always advise people to have a private account, a personal account. You are muted, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, I have a personal account, but we don't need to mention that
not the amount. Can you just give like a percentage? Okay, like this month, the percentage. Not the amount there, but like a percentage.
At least I make at least about 40–50% on my personal account.
Wow, that's a good one. So, Engineer Loyi.
Yes, I have a personal account, which you just funded for me last week. I have not been so eager to go personal. My target is actually learning and mastering the trade. So like on the challenge account, I'm on a 62–38%. So 62% winning, 38% learning lessons.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just 2 months in the academy. I want to at least take 3 months, learn and pass all the phases, then begin to trade appropriately, even with the physical account. I had some experience, and from what my children were telling me, I don't want to start learning lessons in a harder way. So I want to be sure that my confidence is well built, yes. Okay. But I have the account is funded.
Okay, sir. Ali Mary said, is the membership fee once or monthly? If you, Ali, I just explained that we have 2 types of membership fee. One is monthly, where you pay $149, and one is every year, where you pay $999. So you make your choice, okay? SL Modu said this is really encouraging. If these others can do this, what am I waiting for? Rose, yeah, what are you waiting for, Jare, my brother or my sister? Is the account will or dormant? It depends on what you mean. Is it the challenge account? Our challenge account, you start with a demo account first, then it becomes funded after you have passed. Is the Traders Mastery Start promo still on? Yes, it is still on. Can I transfer dollar gain from trading to DOM account? It depends. If it's for your broker, some of them you use USDT. In our world now, we use cryptocurrency. So definitely when you join our community, you also want to learn crypto, because crypto is the new money that we all spend. So we use cryptocurrency. You cash out. It's better you cash out with cryptocurrency so that you can change that to Naira. It's easier to change cryptocurrency to Naira. And we have also heard that our government is doing all it can to actually make cryptocurrency legal and legitimate. In fact, we are seeing some, just like unfortunately, government agencies in Nigeria, they don't even, sometimes this one will say this one will say that, but I can see a whole lot of effort to make it happen, to make sure that our cryptocurrency is actually legalized in Nigeria so that you can actually transfer your money to the bank. So guys, you cash out with crypto, because if you cash out with Naira as it is, sometimes the bank will just do what they want to do. So depending on your broker. Okay, so I think we are good. I will just let me give room again to Olani. Olani has been itching to talk, but unfortunately your network. Olani, are you in a place?
Okay, yes, I think this network should be better now.
Yes, it's better.
Yeah, thank you very much. As I rightly said earlier, I said if grandma and grandpa can say this to us, today is my best day attending the call, because especially listening to grandma, for her saying this to we that we are underage, let me put it that way. So if she can do that, so what stops somebody like me and the other people that still have age on our side? So, but having said that, my question is this: for someone that have a $200,000 account, which is a property account or funded account, case may be, how much the person need to trade that account before the account become live? And then I know it has no parameter because yesterday call, I think the chairman said that you have like, maybe even if you like, take your 1 year or 6 months before you can trade it. Don't be eager to say, okay, I want to pass the challenges. So I just want to know how much that account needed to be hatched to or to trade upon before it become a live account. That's my question. And then after that live account, how long somebody will be able to be withdrawing from the account? Thank you.
Madam Comfort, please take that.
I mean, how much we
Okay.
can be taken from the account?
How much do you trade? How much
no,
trade?
my
Like
network was
10%?
breaking a bit. I didn't.
Like the 10%
I didn't hear you. I think network was breaking.
Explain
I didn't
the 10%
get that
and
well.
5%. No, you wanted to know about the 10% and 5%.
Network.
This network, no. Network has been unfriendly. Okay, please explain to him.
Yes. When you are giving a 200,000 naira dollars account to trade with, you need to grow it to 15%, which is just $30,000. 15% in 2 stages. The first stage is 10%. You make it to 220,000. Then the final stage is another 5%. You make it to 230. When it becomes 230,000, you have passed the 2 stages. Then you will now be given a live account with $200,000 to trade with. Men, you have the whole world ahead of you. And as frequency of withdrawal, you can be withdrawing every day, because I've seen people's testimonies, those who are already trading with their funded account. If you make so much, in fact, you can be withdrawing as per when you need money. At that point, your lifestyle will change. You get to a supermarket, take all you want to take, and go aside. Just go sideways and do your trading to get money and come and pay. You can withdraw anytime. It's a 90% to 10% sharing formula.
Okay, so when I passed my 100,000, when I have a $100,000 account, Akashx is a beautiful system. I was a very stubborn girl before I joined Akashx, because I was always arguing with Shabayu. So Shabayu would always say, love, joy. There are so many challenges, there are so many things, so many competition that they come in, and I know you can crush them, and So when I joined Akashx, the first month, if you bring in only 10%, if you refer 10%, you'll be giving $100,000. So that's how I got my own $100,000. So last month, I think if you connect 10%, they will give $50,000. I also got $50,000 as well. So the $100,000 is the one I passed. So when I have $100,000, when I traded to 110,000, I passed my phase 1. So they gave me another $100,000 account. I now traded to 105,000. So I passed my stage 2. So now I have a funded account live, 100,000, which I'm trading on. And for that one, the first 8 days. So if you're giving the funded account, the first time you need 8 days. So after your 8 days, you cash out. Then after that 8 days, you can cash out every 24 hours. You can cash out like every day after your first 8 days. So when I passed, because I even forgot, I didn't even want to trade that day. One of my friends came and said, love, go and trade that account today, because I want your 8 days to start counting for today, because I want to see your proof of cashing out in the next 8 days. I started laughing. I said, are you the owner of the money, or I'm the owner of the money? He said, all of us get the money. So, okay, so one more before we go. Colonel, I can see your hand up. Colonel.
Okay, good afternoon, Mrs. Love, our own person, and everybody. I thank you and appreciate everything. I only raised up my hand because someone was asking the question. I think maybe you did not give a better answer to it, because the person also asked the question on maybe the person is not satisfied actually. He said the promo code account, is it for only those who blow their account?
Oh, okay. I didn't
Maybe
get
the person is trying to know if the account is for only those who blow the account, or anyone can get it also as well. So just help us.
Okay. Thank you, Colonel. So everyone can actually get that account. whether you like everybody who is a member of Akashx, you want to have more account. Like me now, I have 200,000, I have 100,000, I have 50,000. But my goal is that I want to have 5 200,000. So I'm going to still get 4 200,000 more. And I want to be trading all, because if I'm able to trade 5 accounts of 200,000, it means I can make $100,000 every month. And that is my own goal in Akashx. At least let me even start with $100,000. $100,000 smells good on me. I don't know
Wow.
about so I'm after $100,000 every month. Okay, guys, I think we've had a very exciting one. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this training. I want to thank you. Say special thank you to my 2 guests, Engineer Lani and Madam Comfort. You made the day. Our youths really learned from you, and all the others who are about to retire and those who are retired also learned from you. I also learned from your wisdom. So thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am, for being part. And everyone who stayed till now, thank you. Let's go and rock Akashx. Akashx is what it is working.
Thank you for having me on the call.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you all for listening.
We can all make this money. Whether you are young or you are old, Akashx is for you. Once you are more than 18 years, you are right to be in Akashx, and we can rock it together. Okay? So we see you by 3 p.m. Our Gwefi may decide to call 3 p.m. I think he may call 3 p.m. Then we also have 8 p.m. session. So you want to invite your friends to our 8 p.m. session. Let them come and know what Akashx is all about. We have a physical event tomorrow in Abuja at Rock of Ages Mall in Jabi. So 324 Rock of Ages Mall in Jabi. If you are in Abuja, you don't want to miss that event at all, not for any reason, okay? Not for any reason should you miss this event in Abuja, because we're going to have meeting for all our friends. You want to invite all your guests by 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be there. Then for our friends, our members who are already registered, any question you have, your record, anything you want to do, anything you want to do, we are going to show you there tomorrow. So we have members training by 2 p.m. You want to come there as well tomorrow. So we'll see you in our next meeting, either 3 p.m., 8 p.m., or tomorrow in Abuja. Bye-bye. And let's go rock. Let's go make the money. Let's go trade. Trade for success. Bye-bye, everyone.